Welcome to Collecting Chaos. Today, it's going to be a little this, a little that, might show you some toys. Actually, I do show you some toys. I've got some comics and a little work on the model. I didn't feel like working on anything else. I'm kind of disappointed with my attempt to get the water stains off that one comic. It's not working out very well for me, so I might just put it back together and give up on it. I've had it for over 30 years with those stains on it. I guess they'll just stay on there. I'm going to keep trying to find ways to get it off, but not on that comic. So if you want to see the comics I've got, and you want to see the toys that I found, and you want to see what I do to the model, yeah, keep watching. Let's look at some comic books. No, they're not part of the DC box, although there are a few DC comics in there. Just miscellaneous stuff. There's a copy of Alley Oop number 3, Alley Oop Adventures number 3. And this is from 1998, December 1998. It's in pretty nice shape. That's what you call white pages there. I used to love reading Alley Oop in the funny pages. And here's one from Comax called Amazons. Now this is an adult comic. I can't show you very much of it. I did mark one page with that I can show you so you can get an idea of the art. That doesn't show more than it should. Yeah, there's a lot of nudity in this book, but not on these 2 pages. But it's a pretty good action scene, so I figured show you something anyway. Here's Archie's Super Teens number 1. And this is from 1994. Features Pure of the Heart, the Powerful. And it has a poster. I get a kick out of those. And here's number 2. And these were 48-page comics. This is from 1994 also. Or 95. 1995. And I missed number 3 somehow, and I don't know if there was more than 4 or not. I'm too lazy to look it up. Here's from Acclaim Armada, Antiquities War on the World of Magic the Gathering. This is number 1. I think this came with a card, but I got rid of my Magic cards a long time ago, so I don't have it anymore. I didn't keep it with the comic. Not a big deal. Here's Big Bang Comics number 0, and of course, Alex Ross cover, so yeah. Why wouldn't I have that? And this is done in the style of the 40s, but this was done in May of 1995. And here's number 1. That's Volume 2, number 1, May of 1996. An advertisement for Bone. I should have a bunch of the Bone comics somewhere. Surprised I didn't run across them when I was looking through this box. Here's number 2, volume 2, number 2, and number 3, and number 4. Or is that number 5? It's number 9. I think I missed a couple issues. But I enjoyed this. It was from Image, and I enjoyed it. You hear me talking about this character all the time. I found some of my Boris the Bear comics. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is from number 13 from November 1987. I really want to get a full run of this. I used to have like the first 20 issues, but I can't find 1 through 12. So I guess those are ones I need to go get again. That's number 16. Here's number 17. Instead of Black Hawk, Black Bear. And here's number 18. Boris the Bear battles the Bear Slayer. Here's number 19. Winner of the 1987 Kevin Award for Best Parody. Yeah. That's a made-up award, I think. He's going after ninjas. And here's part 2 of the Ninja Wars, which is number 20. And it's all black and white, but yeah, like I said, it's funny stuff. Here's number 3. The Return of Punish Bear. And number 22, Get the Heck Out of Africa. Written and illustrated by James Dean Smith. And number 23, The Lost Critter Patrol. And here's number 24, which continues the story from The Lost Critter Patrol. Boris the Bear. Good stuff. You've probably never seen it before. And here's one that's oversized. Just like the other day when I found an oversized comic, this one is a full quarter-inch bigger. Which is why it's dirty up there. It's got a dust shadow. Here's a beat-up copy of V, number 1 from DC Comics. 1984. Or February 1985. It came out in 1984. It's in pretty sad shape. But that's okay, because I have a better copy. This one's direct market, and it's in really nice shape. This one is newsstand, and it's all beat to hell. Here's issue number 1 of DC Vertigo's Vamps. And yeah, it's about vampires. Lady Vampires That Ride Motorcycles. Does it get any better than that? And here's issue number 2 and 3 and 4, and I don't have number 5 anymore, but there's number 6. I used to have a complete run of this, and I don't anymore. And here's Vamp's Hollywood in Vain, and I only have the first 3 issues of this now. Number 2 and number 3, and I don't know if they did any more after Hollywood in Vain or not. I will be looking that up and seeing what I can find, because I really enjoyed this series. Not big into vampires, not big into the horror stuff, but this was a good series. I enjoyed it. And of course, DC Vertigo title. I think that's enough comics. Here's a couple of toys I found laying around. This is a Tick Bendy toy. Gordy of and this was from 1996. It's from Gordy Toy. Not sure who that is. Some flower guy. And here's a Han Solo and Hoth gear from 97? No, 95. Kenner Tonka Corporation. Of course, Kenner is now owned by Mattel. Or no, Kenner's owned by Hasbro now. There's basically 2 toy companies in America, Kenner and Hasbro. Or no, Hasbro and Mattel, excuse me. My brain's not working too good today. Here's a Lando Calrissian. And the card's in pretty decent shape. It's also from 95, I believe. Yep. And a Princess Leia with R2-D2. Yeah, I found them laying around. I figured I'd show them to you. This one's from 1997. Yeah, we're going to do a little more work to this. Got a little gray here I'm going to put on it. I was going to do a little dry brushing of the metal bits, but I can't find my metallic paint. I know I bought some, so since I can't find it, I guess I'm going to have to get some more. Not that big a deal. This stuff is only about $1 a bottle. A whole lot less than modeling paints. And I got some other tricks that I could do if I needed to. going to get a bigger brush. I'm going to hit the edges of this. It's kind of a cross between a stippling technique and dry brushing. I don't want it completely covered, I just want some of it covered. And I could do that with the metal bits too, and then use a little white to make it look even better, but I don't think I want to do that right now. We're going to get a little khaki out. And I'm not worried about getting this on the... I actually kind of didn't like the brown that much, so decided to make it look a little more sandy and mix the brown with other colors. Take a little gray, mix it in with the khaki to get a little bit of a muddy color there. Didn't want to do that. A little bit too rambunctious with it. I have a plan, that's why I'm putting green on it. And you'll know what the plan is eventually. for right now, I think that's it. Well, I guess you saw some things you hadn't seen before, because that's usually what happens when I just pick out stuff at random or grab a box and start going through it. Those Star Wars toys were in pretty good shape. I was happy to get those, or find those. And I have no idea where I got that Tick toy, or who it is, because I never really read the Tick. I think I've got the Tick Omnibus, but I've never read it. Got to show you some Boris the Bear, got to show you Vamps, you know, two comics that I really enjoy. And in looking for them, I discovered I was missing some issues, so I'm going to be going online a little later and looking for them, see if I can find them. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, that would be cool if you did. And go watch Gray Man's channel for a little bit. Give him some love, if you don't already. And we'll see you next video. In the meantime, make sure you keep your hands clean. Wash your hands. It's good for your comics, good for your toys, good for whatever you happen to collect. It's good for your health. And we'll see you next video. Bye.